Assalamu alaikum, students. I hope you all would be fine. As you all know that due to the critical condition of coronavirus all over the world, we could not arrange our classes in university. So we have tried to arrange the online classes from now onwards. Welcome to your second semester. And in the second semester, your course title is Technical and Business Writing. The basic objectives of this course title, that is Technical and Business Writing, is to make you people aware and familiar about the basic writing, speaking, listening, presenting rules which will be used in your business and technical purposes, which will be there in your future life. So, to make you people ready and prepare for the professional purpose, this is the main purpose of this course title. So, talking about all these objectives and talking about all the basic strategies which will be helpful for making you prepare about how to write, how to speak, how to deal with the professional purpose when you will do your jobs in future, inshallah, then you should know that how you can convey yourself in effective way. So technical and business writing helps you to speak, to write in a better way, in a successful way, because the main purpose of your communication is to make another person understand about your point of view. So this is the course title, that is Technical and Business Writing. So while talking about the first topic of the first week, yes, this is the first topic, that is sentence structure. And this is the first topic of the first week. And today we are going to have the lecture on this topic, that is sentence structure. So, while talking about this topic, that is sentence, first of all, you all should know that what is meant by sentence. And I know, I hope that you would be familiar about the definition of sentence, which we did in our previous semester. Sentence is actually the combination or group of words that gives complete sense and meaning. This is a very important point about sentence. Although it is a combination of words, but every combination of words doesn't mean that it is a sentence. Why and how? For example, look at this first example, not helping her, are they? Do you think that this is a sentence? I don't think so. Because although here it is having a combination or group of words, but it is not giving you complete sense and meaning. The words are not arranged in proper way. Whereas if you look at the second sentence, that is, they are not helping her, it is actually the complete combination or group of words that is giving you complete sense. So the second example is the correct one. So now you can call it as a sentence. So now we come to this conclusion that yes, what is meant by sentence? Sentence is actually a combination or group of words that gives you complete sense and meaning. Because while talking about sentence structure, first of all, you should know what is meant by sentence. Now, talking about a structure, definitely a question would be there in your mind that what is meant by a structure or what is actually meant by a sentence structure. If I ask you a question and if I just take your different views, what do you understand by generally a structure of a building? What do you perceive in a structure of a building? Structure of a building means what are those important things which are important and essential for the construction of a building. A building is usually constructed from its structure, from its base, In the same way, what are those essential parts which are important for the construction or formation of a sentence? So, while talking about sentence structure, we are going to see that what are the important parts, what are the essential parts which are important for the structure, for the accurate and precise formation of a sentence. Because this is what we have talked earlier in the definition of a sentence, that it's not just a group of words that make sentence. It needs a proper formation, it needs a proper construction. So, therefore, what are those essential things? What are those vital parts? What are those important parts which are important for accurate and precise formation of a sentence? That is actually included in sentence structure. Our next slide is about what are those essential parts. And if you remember, we did talk about all these parts starting from subject till clause in our first semester. So they are also now added in this topic, that is sentence structure. Now, what are those essential parts? You all would be familiar about this. First is subject, second is object, third is predicate, fourth is verb, fifth is phrase, sixth is clause. Now, these are those important parts with the help of which a sentence is actually constructed. If you look at the first example, that is, he is interested in playing cricket. Now, in this example, he is actually highlighted with yellow color, and this he is what? It is subject. Why it is subject? Because this he is playing a main role in this sentence. Okay, sorry. Okay, next is object. While talking about object, now if you look at the previous example, that is, he is interested in playing cricket. Now, here he is what? Which we have already talked about this, that he is subject because he is playing the main role. Second is he is interested in playing cricket. Now, what this person is playing actually? He is playing cricket. So this cricket in a sentence is actually object, because what actually object is? It is that word on which the action is being done. Now action is being done here on cricket. So that is why this cricket is called as object. The next essential part with the help of which a sentence is actually constructed is predicate. Now, what is actually predicate? The same example, if you look at the same example, that is, he is interested in playing cricket. He is what? Subject. Cricket is what? It is object. Now, interested in playing cricket, it is the remaining part of a sentence that tells you about subject. So, that remaining part of a sentence, except subject, that tells you about subject, that what the subject is doing. So subject is what? He is interested in playing cricket. So this part of a sentence is called as predicate, right? Okay, now coming to the next one, that is verb. You all have studied and read about parts of speech, and I hope that you would also be familiar, if you didn't forget the definition of verb, the answer would be there in your minds if you remember. Verb is what? He is eating food. Now, in this sentence, eating is what? It is verb. Why? Because it shows an action. Coming to the next one, that is phrase. Yes, another important part with the help of which a sentence is actually constructed. This is phrase, and phrase is that combination of words that gives you incomplete sense, not complete one. Look at this example that is on the table. Now on the table, if I say on the table, you don't know what is there on the table. Either there is a book on the table, there is a bottle on the table, there is a glass on the table. Complete information has not been told, so it gives you incomplete sense, and this is called as phrase. Next is what? It is clause. Clause is what? Yes, clause is the part of a large sentence, and it is also a combination of words that gives you complete sense. but it doesn't give you yes, it gives you complete sense, but it is the part of a last sentence. And if I'm not wrong, you all would have already talked about these, so I just want you to recall those definitions and examples which I told you in these essential parts in the first semester. So clause is what? It is that combination of words that gives you complete sense. But what is the difference between clause and sentence? Clause is actually the part of a last sentence. Look at this example. They are playing cricket and we are watching them. Now this is one sentence, but it is having two parts. First part is they are playing cricket. Second part is we are watching them. So these parts are actually called as clauses. On the whole, this is called as sentence. This whole is called as sentence, but the parts are called as clauses. Okay. Now coming to the next one, clause is actually is further divided into dependent and independent clauses. What is meant by independent clause? Independent clause, look at this example. They are playing cricket and we are enjoying. Now this is one sentence. They are playing cricket and we are enjoying. This one sentence is having two parts. They are playing cricket is first clause, we are enjoying is second clause, and these two clauses are actually joined with the help of this conjunction. So if you look at the first clause, they are playing cricket, it is giving you complete sense. It is not depending on the other part for the completion of its meaning. That is why it is called as independent clause. Whereas if you look at the second clause, we are enjoying, it is also giving you complete sense. So it is also called as independent clause because it's not being dependent on the other part for the completion of its meaning, right? And these two independent clauses are actually joined with the help of conjunction here. And what is this conjunction? And is actually called as conjunction. Now look at the second one, that is dependent clause. What is dependent clause? The word itself, dependent, is telling you they are playing cricket, which made them happy. They are playing cricket. It is giving you complete sense, which made them happy. Now the second clause is not giving you complete meaning if you remove this first clause from here, right? So until and unless this clause would not be present, the second clause would not be able to give the meaning itself. That is why the second clause is called as dependent clause, which made them happy, right? So this was all about today's lecture. It's just the first part or the first day or first week's topic, that is sentence structure. So I just want to assign you a task, that is write down the definition and examples of all the essential parts of sentence structure. What you have to do, all the essential parts, that is subject, object, verb, predicate, then clause, phrase. You have to write the definitions. Would have got all the ideas about them, and what you have to do, you have to write examples, and sorry, you have to write first their definitions and then examples, and then I will see all of them through any source, that whether you have done it or not. So this was all this about the topic, that is um, sentence structure, which is the first topic of the first week, and it is the first topic of the course title, that is technical and business writing. I hope you all would have understood. Inshallah, we will see in the next class with the remaining topic of our first week, that is sentence structure. Take care of yourselves. See you inshallah again. Allah Hafiz.